Hey YouTubers, thank you for clicking on the video. I just wanted to jump online quickly. I'm motivated to see if there's anyone else who resonates with a couple of topics that I've been thinking about lately. It's regarding truth-telling and embracing love, a world of love. We all matter, each one of us. Even if you have a verbal, physical, or cognitive disability, we all have a say in what kind of world we want to live in or create. And you know what? We don't need anybody's permission to be our true self. Everyone has the right to be themselves. Period. We're in 2024 now. We're more than halfway through the year. Good Lord. And we're approaching something called the Age of Aquarius. Google it if you need to, but roughly speaking, it has to do with a world based on brotherly love, community, fellowship, community, actual joint living, getting along with one another. So I've been thinking, you know what, I think it's kind of time to stop being afraid. Stop feeling shamed. Stop listening to all the loud and angry people telling you what to do with your body. It's your body. Telling you who you can love, whether you're straight, gay, bi, trans. You're in charge of your personal life, no one else. And also the biggest one, who gets to vote or not, as if they try to base it on race. Who's more deserving to vote? I don't quite understand that part. Just wondering what your personal perspective might be on that. We all count. Each of us are one of God's creations. We're all equal. Even if you're not strictly Christian or Muslim or Jewish, if you're just spiritual, you have to concede that there's got to be some kind of afterlife after this world. And this place would be the place where your departed family, your friends, they've all moved on to. And you know what? They're seeing us acting or not acting properly. They know that we know right and wrong. Our parents taught us right and wrong and gave us certain moral values. And I don't think we're practicing those as much as we used to. And the younger generations are observing this. And it's getting a bit shameful. My concept of that afterlife is this collection of souls where we all go after we pass on to the next world. I believe it to be a positive repository, and it's full of unconditional love. There isn't a place for conflict, competition. It's unconditional love. And it stands to reason that there's someone smarter in charge of that place. Perhaps he's the oldest soul, or you could think of him as the creator of the collective. You call him what you like. You can call him God. You can call him the One, the Creator. It's okay, because you know what? He doesn't use English. So I also think he wouldn't, I say the word he, but you know what? I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a gender. I mean, it wouldn't have an earthly form. So I think he was probably the first energy, the first being that self-actualized in this great space, this ether of space. And then I think myself personally, in order that he further know himself, he would have created the souls And those souls eventually would ask him for a place to further explore. And that's, I believe, why we have the Earth here, this experiment, this planet that we live on, that we may not take care of that well, but that we still live on. Because it's an exciting, three-dimensional, tangible existence that relies on the five senses. And we tend to exist in those five senses, sometimes to extensive degree. We abuse our five senses sometimes. Regardless of the story you hold on to, the faith you follow, that afterlife is where we're going to end up one day. So I don't think you're going to find capitalism there. I don't think you're going to find a survival greed. And I'm just thinking, can we not agree while we're on this planet that from now on we're going to try and love our neighbor or our family? And if you can't love your neighbor or family, can you just please leave them alone? Let them be. For peace sake. So that you're allowed to join your family. They want to speak to you in the next life. Just treat others how you would demand they treat you. It stands to reason. And I'm not a particularly organized religion or Christian type person specifically. I'm more spiritual. But you know what? One of my favorite quotes from the Bible is this quote from, I guess it's Matthew 25, verse 50. One of my favorite quotes. And it goes, "I say unto you, inasmuch as you did it to the least of my brethren, you did it to me." So think about how you treat your neighbor, your family member. These are people that you know. Imagine how you treat total strangers. And keep in mind, they're all part of the big picture. They're all part of creation. They're all part of the soul collective of God. And you're part of that too. So I guess I'll end it off by saying, please try speaking truth, try speaking love, while we're still allowed to live on this planet. Who knows how much time we have left on it, whether we're allowed to live on it. Things are getting a bit out of control, and they need to be toned back a notch. So anyway, hopefully that resonated with at least one person out there. I suspect this is not for everybody, but if it made you think, made you want to put a comment, something positive, suggest something to speak about in the future, I would love it. But I just wanted to see if this message kind of resonated with anyone out there, because I think things are just spinning too fast, too quickly. And I think we all just need to tamper it down a notch or two. Realize that we're supposed to be having fun here. Earth or life is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressed. And hopefully you're not contributing to your neighbor's stress. And be gentle with yourself. The worst thing is when you sabotage your own joy, your own existence. Don't interfere with other people's lives, but certainly don't limit or sabotage your own happiness. Just some thoughts. Anyway, thank you for clicking on. Hopefully in the future I have some other topics that might be of interest to you. If you have anything to suggest in comments that you'd like to hear about or discuss, by all means. Thanks for clicking. Be well.